Welcome back to STL Live. I'm Raynah Rey. My guest is Courtney Berg of Girls on the Run. And you were telling us some of the amazing things that it does for the young lady to be a part of Girls on the Run. I was wondering, could you give me an example of a young lady that's really touched your heart that you've seen grown? What she was like when she came to Girls on the Run, and what did Girls on the Run do for her?
Sure. Well, that's the amazing thing. You know, we talk about, we have this movement of, gosh, more than 40,000 girls, but really what's so powerful is what happens today at practice for each of those girls. So I actually had a conversation with one of our Girls on the Run yesterday, and she had participated since 3rd grade. She's now in 8th grade. And, you know, we said, well, gosh, you know, what do you remember about Girls on the Run, or what was so great? And she said, because I knew I could do it, and I didn't think I could. And while that sounds really, really simple to us, that is so powerful, because what she's walking away with is that confidence in herself, and that's going to translate to so many areas. And I spoke to her coach afterwards, and I said, well, good job, you did a great job. And she said she could not and would not run the first season. It was so hard for her, but she got to that 5K, and she began encouraging other girls around her. And not only did that help her create connections with her peers, it again reinforced that confidence in her own abilities, physically, emotionally, all of that, the whole girl. And it was so positive and reinforcing. She did it another season and another season, and now she's got 5 5Ks in her repertoire. Wow. And for her, you know, she's moving on to, you know, the end of middle school. She's going into high school, and for her, there's nothing she doesn't feel like she can't try or go and do. And that's really neat. I think about who are the women that I'm excited about leading our communities, our families, our companies. And I look forward to Girls on the Run being my boss.
That's wonderful. Well, let's talk a little bit more about your 5K, because it's coming up really soon.
Absolutely. Downtown St. Louis, Saturday, November 12th.
And how do people get registered? Who can register? Tell us all about it.
Absolutely. Well, it's such a fun celebration for our girls. So this is their capstone event, but we do invite the community to be part of it. It is a fun, family-friendly event. So it's downtown St. Louis, starting at Soldiers Memorial on Saturday, November 12th. You can register easily online through our website, girlsontherunstlouis.org, also day of, and it's great. So we start at 8 o'clock with a fun run, 1 mile, or the 5K at 8:30.
Wow. And so tell me, how does having something like this 5K that draws the community and draws the families in, tell me how that affects those girls, impacts those girls?
Sure. Well, what's really neat about our 5K is our girls know that this is all for them. So it's pretty powerful to have St. Louis there for you. So we have upwards of 6,000 to 8,000 people there, and they're there to encourage our girls to be part of it. And what that teaches them is a little bit of that lesson of gratitude as well, where one, there are people that don't even know you, but they care about you and are encouraging you, and then how do you push that out to others? But I think it's really powerful that St. Louis has one of the largest Girls on the Run councils in North America. To me, that really affirms what our community holds important, which is strong, confident girls and healthy communities.
Sure. And I noticed when we were looking at those pictures earlier, they had fun socks on. They were doing kind of having a good time with the race.
Absolutely. So our 5K is a wonderful, well-managed race. It's great, and I think folks will really enjoy it. But they'll also enjoy that it's a Girls on the Run event. So there'll be some happy hair, so different colors. Many of our girls like to run in tutus or fun socks, and be prepared for a great dance party following it.
Wow. Well, you know, I thank you so much for being here today. I wish you could stay longer and tell us more, but I think it's amazing that St. Louis does what St. Louis does. It shows up for the community and shows its support for these amazing events. So keep up the good work.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. Remember to visit Girls on the Run, stlouis.org for more details. There's more STL Live after this. Stay with us.